Hello, Lakers fans. This is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by my three prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray, Jason Big Mitch Mitchell, and David Galvez. How you guys doing tonight?
Chilling, chilling.
What up? What up?
All right, so
No, no, no. Before we start the show, Antho, I got something to say.
Oh Lord.
let's hear.
Shane Murray talks a lot of trash. Y'all heard it in the pre-show. I invited this man to see me in real life. I told him, meet me at the gym. I'm going to work your ass on the basketball court. And he ducked me. I
I
told him
ain't
to
duck you.
show up. I told him where to show up and at what time. He didn't show up. Shane Murray is a coward. You yellow bellied coward. All right, Antho, start the show. That's all I
First
had to
off,
say.
fake on
Start
my
the
S.
show,
I didn't
Antho.
duck you. No,
Start the
no, I get
show,
to respond.
Antho.
I get to respond. I get
Yellow
to
No,
belly.
respond.
Shane, I'm
I didn't
sorry.
duck you. I didn't
Yellow
duck you.
belly.
First of all, you scheduled it at 8 a.m.
Yellow
I don't
belly.
get up until 8 a.m. unless there's money involved, first off. Secondly, I was up at 7, about 7 to about 5 to 8. I was in the bed. I was trying to get up. I couldn't get up. I was too tired. So no, I didn't show up. But I will show up when you give me a later time than 8 a.m.
Yellow belly. You're a coward. You're
Yeah,
scared.
bro.
Let's start the show.
Who gets up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday if it's not working? It's not a work day. No one.
Hooper. Hoopers
All
do.
right, Mitch does.
That's who.
Okay, look. So
Hoopers.
tonight we're gonna get into obviously Lakers. What happened last week, what's ahead this week. Uh, Last week, since the last episode, rather. Anyway, we lost to uh, we lost to Miami, we lost to Memphis, and we beat the Clippers uh, on that was yesterday, right? Last night, so Sunday night, and that was Monday night. And this week we have who do we have this week again?
Versus Raptors tomorrow.
Raptors. That's here.
Versus the Suns on Thursday.
Suns, and that's here too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
here and then on the road against the Jazz on Saturday.
right. So we'll preview those, and then we'll talk, of course, about the Darvin Ham craze that Mitch started. I believe Mitch was the first person to say. Mitch was the first person to say it's time to move on from Darvin Ham. Then, like the next day, everybody was on that same train. So
I
we'll
don't know
talk
if I
about
want that credit, but I mean, I did say
we'll,
that.
we'll
Correction, y'all were on that train. I ain't on that train.
we'll talk about that, and then we'll get into
You are a yellow belly. You were definitely criticizing though. Talk to
Criticize
me.
why I say fired.
Anyway, sorry, Antho.
yeah, we'll talk about that, and then we're going to get into we're going to preview the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. Then at the end, if we have time, we're going to talk about the Katt Williams interview, his extraordinary and phenomenal and record-breaking interview with Shannon Sharpe that broke the internet last week. So, but let's start off with the Lakers. Um, as I said last week, they went 1-2, but it's kind of one of those all's well that ends well, especially when we beat the Clippers. We were able to beat the Clippers for the second time this season. We beat them last night. The Clippers are really good, man.
Cap.
The Clippers are legit. The Clippers are contenders.
They've been
Uh,
rolling.
and we said last week we were talking about how we had a chance to hire Ty Lue and we didn't. And Ty Lue has always been, no matter what that squad is like, when if Kawhi and Paul George are both hurt and one of them is hurt, no matter what it is, they're always competitive. He maxes that team out. And for them to trade for James and how it started, how it was going when he first got here, and mid-season on the fly for them to like get it all together and look how they look now. It's all more credit to Ty Lue and what he brings to a team on the sideline. Um, so that happened. And then, but so this week though, we already mentioned the slate. But just in general, man, I mean, how are you guys feeling about? I mean, Darvin, he's been the talk of really like basketball, at least Lakers basketball, really all of basketball for the past week or so, or since we last recorded. When that, like I said, that firestorm took off, where everybody was calling for Darvin had to be fired. But then last night, I don't know, did he save his job last night? Some people say might think so. Uh, But I don't know who wants to go first and just talk about, what's been going on and how they're feeling right now after another 1 and 2 week where we did, like I said last night, beat one of the best teams in basketball. So any volunteers? If you know how he used to say, any volunteers, or I'll just pick somebody randomly.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
So, I mean, did he save his job? For now. Until, unless we lose to the Raptors and the Sun and the Suns and the Jazz this week, then it's like, oh, turn up the heat again. This week versus Raptors versus Suns at Jazz, this should easily be a 2-1 week. But we'll see how it goes. Got D'Lo back now. He had some good buckets last night.
Saved us.
I don't know if any of y'all caught that LeBron was not celebrating after D'Lo made one of those big threes. But
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, something to monitor. Maybe just raise an eyebrow at, and just kind of file it away for later, just in case.
He shouted him out on the post game interview, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He must have realized. Somebody must have told him, because in the moment, it was just kind of I don't know, but just like I said, nothing. He could have been in the zone. He could have been zoned out or whatever. But who knows? Maybe it is something. But like I said, something to file away for later. We'll keep that in the files for later. I'm still not. I feel like I'm still in the same place with Darvin. One win in my mind doesn't erase all the mistakes. Doesn't replace the lack of feel for the game. I said at the beginning of the season, he's gonna be our biggest obstacle. He is kind of proven that. I feels like we need all of our pieces intact to get over the hump that is Darvin Ham's forehead. Man. Yeah, I just feel like I'm still in the same place. I mean, speaking specifically about last night, though, solid game. Total. I felt like it was a total team effort. Nobody really outshined anybody. LeBron had 25. AD had 22. Felt like AD had a really big impact on the game. So did D'Lo with those big shots. Man, last night it was such a team effort. Even Cam Reddish clocked in with 2 made 3-pointers in a row. I was like, oh man, it's gotta be our night. It has to be our night if Cam Reddish showed up to work. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. But shout out to Cam Reddish for making
some Cam Reddish praise.
He made 2 buckets in a row. I couldn't believe it. Cam Reddish made 2 buckets in a row, and D'Lo said, "Oh, if Cam Reddish can do it, I know I can make some buckets." And then all of a sudden, D'Lo he starts making buckets. I'm like, "Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get the whole team going there, right?" But, gosh, Cam Reddish is ass. He's so ass.
Like, unless they have some sort of super meltdown, they're not going to fire him. This team is good enough to hover around 500 just by showing up.
That sounds like death.
You look at their coaching staff, they have nobody who they can give the interim head coaching job to, right? There's nobody. There's nobody. So,
not to cut you off, guys, but I noticed B. Shaw, he's on the Clippers staff, isn't he?
What?
Isn't B. Shaw on the Clippers staff?
No, he's
I'm
not.
not.
He
I'm
has
not
his own
sure.
team with the in the G League.
Okay, I thought I saw B. Shaw yesterday with the Clippers. Never mind. Sorry about that, guys.
He was with him, but he's with the Ignite.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, guys. Sorry about that.
But yeah. So there's nobody who they can. There's nobody in the wings, right? So it is what it is.
No
Now
Antonio Pierce.
it goes to show this team is a veteran team, so or at least the top players. So goes to show like, okay, how do they lose to Miami at home? How do they lose to the Grizzlies at home and then play a complete game against the Clippers and look like a championship contender team that we expected them to be? Maybe it's just they know who to show up for, or they know what games actually matter. Because you can't tell me that the Clippers team, out of the three that they played last week, they're the better team. And they played the best against the Clippers. So that's kind of a positive, as a Laker fan, just seeing them compete against the better teams. Just, I guess when it's time to turn it up, they will. But yeah, man, is Darvin Ham or bust basically for the rest of the season, unless they know somebody that we don't know of that can coach this team. But you got to understand, this is a LeBron James led team, which means if players are not playing well, they're traded. If coaches are doing poorly, they're on the hot seat.
Yep, it's true.
So I'm not surprised one bit. I didn't think they would struggle this bad, but I knew if there was going to be some problems, who knows? Maybe LeBron leaks these quote unquote things just to kind of stir the pot or kind of get the coaching staff, on their feet.
Maybe. Real quick, Antho, you were right. Brian Shaw is currently an assistant coach with the Clippers. He coached the G League Ignite in 2021. So,
on,
as
Shane.
usual, Shane Murray was wrong. He is indeed a
Can they
liar
hire?
and a
Can they
yellow-bellied
hire?
coward.
Can they hire an assistant coach from another team during the season?
I don't know if that's happened, and I don't know if it's happened, and I don't know if it's possible. I don't think it is though, but I mean, you can trade coaches, so I mean, maybe you can like trade them.
But yeah, man, that hurt.
I don't know.
That hurt my feelings seeing B. Shaw over there with the Clippers. That's all I was going to say about that.
Well,
I mean, Lakers didn't want to give him the head coaching job, but I'm sure he don't care, regardless.
And again, Jim Buss didn't want to give him the head coaching job.
I don't understand how
part of the Lakers.
I don't understand how he doesn't have a former NBA head coach on his staff.
Crazy, right?
Darvin?
Yeah.
I mean, he basically just hired all his homeboys who he was assistants with.
I think we see that was a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the game, I feel like for whatever reason, this team matches up well with the Clippers this year, especially when you put Christian Wood in. He seems to have an advantage against.
When did he fall? Why or when did he fall off the rotation? Because I know the first like 10 or 12 games he was doing, pretty well for a guy that
he wasn't hitting his shot. Like he was standing on. Not his fault, but he was messed up behind the 3-point line all on the opposite end. He wasn't hitting his shot. And then I guess Darvin went with Hayes because at that time was providing more energy on defense. And also Christian was just getting into shape too, because apparently he wasn't working out as much when he was a free agent. So he came in kind of sluggish. But now he's on it more as far as his conditioning, and Clippers just seem to be that team where he has his way a little bit with them. But in terms of everything else, who's that?
Oh,
special appearance.
I thought it was gonna be Josh Powell.
Oh, man, this is like this is like the
Special
music
delivery.
hits. This is like WWE and the music hits, and a surprise guest runs down to the ring.
The Royal
Like,
Rumble.
right
The
here.
Royal Rumble.
Well,
Yeah. Oh man.
Vito promised to come back and say his piece about Darvin. He
It's like
has
he knew.
re-arrived.
What do they call those things in wrestling when you have to come on with the mic? It's a certain term for it.
The promo.
Promo, yeah. I'm just here to make a promo. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's to my man Vito.
Man, I took a shot, man. My father was holding me up. My fault, y'all. He's such a big Michigan fan, and I'm like, dude,
Smash.
like I obviously lost money tonight on the game. So like, dude, I don't need to talk to him about what happened. I saw every second, dude. Like, chill out. So that's why I'm late. So I'm sorry, y'all. My bad.
Good. But yeah,
Yeah,
has
you were
Darvin?
just-
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
I was saying, has Darvin made some head scratching moves? Yes. Should he be on the hot seat? No. You don't put a head coach in a hot seat that just took y'all to the Western Conference Finals and just had y'all on the 5th seed within a month ago or so. Have we read Russ Patch? Yes. Has the team got pissed off at him? Yes. But it's January. It ain't the All-Star break. It ain't towards the end of the season. The playoffs ain't near. There's still time to change this around. There's been at least 3 teams in the West that went from the bottom of the West to the top of the West. So,
I think he has to do this, y'all. He has to like shake it up some way, somehow, because other than that, he doesn't really want to tip his hand. We don't have that many how can I say, not opportunities, but we don't have that many ample lineups that we could just switch up and be successful. The whole league knows. Even the fans. I mean, it doesn't take a enthusiast to know that these lineups are fucked up. It doesn't take an enthusiast to know that. I mean, but you don't want to tip your hand right now because everyone knows what lineup is the best. We all know that. But you
gotta
can't
have continuity though.
Yeah, but I think the continuity that we had last season going into the playoffs before we got beat by the Nuggets, that's the successful lineup, bro. That's the lineup that we're gonna need deep down into what is that? Not April, but May,
June.
June, stuff like that, man. That's why I say, Jay, he's forced to do these things, man. And I know it's not a likable thing. It's not something that the fans want to see, but somebody has to be the scapegoat, and I think they're putting up their best masks on, bro. This is just buffoonery at its finest, my nigga. And the fans are taking the bait. The fans are taking the bait, man. Don't take the bait, y'all, because
I'm taking the bait easily.
This is purposeful.
Of course you are.
These lineups are with intent, because I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think he's that smart. I think you
No. These lineups are. I'm gonna tell you why they're in. This is with intent, because we're gonna have to find some way when it comes down to the Nuggets. We're gonna have to find a way to switch it up because, yeah, AD's playing Defensive Player of the Year and MVP level. But damn it, you can't not score when fucking Joker is coming at your ass, bro. You got to go back at him. And y'all want to tell me AD wasn't good for 10 points in the second half when we needed it the most? So I think he's just looking for somebody to step up that we're going to use as maybe can be an X factor. And I'm going to tell you, if you look at your boy that you can't stand, Jason, what's
Cam Reddish?
If Cam Reddish like played, okay, if Trash Cam played with some fucking, if he played with some confidence, he just looks like, when you looking at a basketball player, he looks like
a dude.
No, he doesn't. He actually looks like a motherfucking 6'7" motherfucker that looks like, dog, he's a problem. Because if you remember at Duke, he was a problem, bro. His confidence was up. He was shooting and playing defense, and that's all we want. But where is that? It didn't translate, and it's not translating now. But his length, pause. His span. There we go. His span, his wingspan, it's enough to disrupt. But damn it, we're gonna need more offense. We're gonna need more offense, bro, to contend with that run. That third. You remember how people always used to say, "Oh, the reason why the Warriors are so well because third quarter." I mean, they scored. They were the best third quarter scoring team in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And now Denver has taken that and ran with it, bro. So, that Denver run is going to be scary. Wow. And I just hope that when it comes down to it, we're ready and we can combat it. That's it.
Listen, Trash Cam could easily be an X factor on this team. And does he need confidence? He really does. But every time he goes to the rack, it seems like lately he doesn't go with intention.
Right.
Max Christie, when he's in the game, he goes to the rim with intention.
Caught a body last week.
He's either gonna dunk on Bam Adebayo, or he's gonna get blocked. But at least he's going with force, with intention. He's not just like, and then miss the layup or get blocked. No, he's going with force. He's going with intention. He's trying to draw whistles. That's why I think, right now, at least he deserves the minutes that Trash Cam's getting until Trash Cam can figure out how to go with force. How tall is he? 6'7"? He's got a long ass wingspan. How tall is Max Christie? Like 6'4"?
No, he's like 6'6".
He's 6'6"?
Yeah.
But Cam Reddish actually has offense. It's just hidden. It's just lost. Not hidden. It's lost.
He has no confidence in it no more.
Dog, you mean to tell me that's the Cam Reddish that played 1 year at Duke and
it don't look like it.
He lost his confidence. What do they call it? He's a shade of himself, a shell of himself.
But
who was like that at first? Shannon Brown.
Yeah, but for him, for Trash Cam, the talent that he played against got better. That's probably just what it is, honestly.
But all role players that play with LeBron, they're hit or miss.
Right.
Okay.
Even all-star players that play with LeBron are hit or miss.
Kevin Love, Chris Bosh.
Took
him a while.
But dog, you got to play outside of your comfort zone. You got to play outside of your normality, dude. That's it's only a few people that can play like that, man. Paul Gasol. How did he get to play with Kobe, dog? I mean, not too many people could step up to the line and take left shots and do things out of your comfort zone. I mean, Gasol was a pussy at first, bro. I'm not a pussy, excuse me. He was a finesse player. And Kobe got that ass and told him, dog, step that shit up. I'm gonna need you to play out your comfort zone. And it works. Some people can step up to it. You know what? The biggest thing I told my father tonight, I said, bro, you're raving about Michigan's defense so much. I said, dude, it wasn't so much about Michigan's defense, man, because the boy Penix actually had ample opportunities. Yeah, you're playing with number one first round receivers, bro, first off. And they were getting open. But I'm going to just tell you, like Alves says, the moment might just be too big for you at that time. And Penix, that moment got to him. And the moment gets to a lot of players that go play with LeBron and go play with Kobe. I don't know what it is. You can just get shook. Is it butterflies? Is it the moment? I think the moment is really something that's underrated. It's really underrated, man. Something that's not spoken about enough.
It's the attention. Like, if you're in Portland or somebody, you ain't getting 20 semi-national televised games a season. Right. Like, half your games ain't even on TV.
I'll say
the Lakers, you getting on Christmas Day, you getting on MLK Day. Half your games are damn near televised.
Why do you think the kid that motherfucker that look at this guy? Take that shit off, man. This guy is a fuck that guy that the quarterback for the Vikings. You know, when it comes to his prime time record, it's
Oh.
horrible. Now,
Listen,
wait a minute.
Vito.
Now, wait a
Hey,
minute. To his defense, this season,
Hey, hey! No Kirk Cousins slander on this day, Vito. I'll slap that hat off your head.
I was about to call him some out of his name, but I'm like, you know what, dog? That man's made money. He's fed his family, and he's done what he has to do, bro. He's done what
And
he
he
has
has
to
an
do.
amazing body.
But his
I
prime
love to see
time
my boy
record,
take his shirt off.
his prime time record to start was horrible, but at least he's picked it up this season. You know, he did win in a Sunday night game, right, or Monday night game this season. Okay.
And then we won on Thanksgiving last season.
Hey,
Wait,
one shining moment.
And on
all
New Year's
you
Eve
need.
last season.
Let
Not New
me
Year's
just-
Eve. I mean Christmas Eve last season.
I just want to say one thing about Cam Reddish that I will say. When we were playing the Clippers last night, you know, I had Paul George to go under 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I will say that I felt more confident because Paul George is a dangerous, very dangerous offensive player. I felt more comfortable when Cam Reddish was on him than I did when Vanderbilt was on him.
No shit. Antho, you're lying. You're
Wait,
lying
are you,
right now.
Are you being sarcastic? Or?
I'm really not. Dude, show your face. Let me see your eyes. You're lying.
Wait, so you didn't feel the same way, or you did?
No, hell no. Not even close.
That's
all right. Well,
But Antho, but you know what? But you know why though? I keep saying it though. Listen, behind all my trash talk, there's also a lot of truth, right? It's Cam, his defense is not conducive to winning. He is a gambler on defense. He gets a lot of those steals just kind of flailing around and just like going for these steals. And that's not defense, bro. Defense is stopping your man. Like that's championship defense is getting in your stance and staying in front of your man. Your hand up, closing out. That's not what I haven't really seen Cam Reddish get too many stops like that. Staying in front of his man. Contesting a shot. Like that's defense. Like, yeah, sure. I won't say that, but like that is like play in and play out. That's the better defense. Staying in front of your man, contesting his shot. And consistently, I have not seen Cam Reddish do that.
Well, this is like our fourth week talking about Cam Reddish. So we can't say he hasn't gotten the chance. But at some point, it's gonna be either we gonna keep giving him meaningful minutes, or we gotta look elsewhere.
I think that's what's so annoying because other players like Christian Wood.
Don't you start?
He started missing shots, and then all of a sudden, Darvin pulled him out the rotation. He put Jackson Hayes in. Jackson Hayes falls off a little bit. He pulls Jackson Hayes out the rotation. Cam Reddish, he started off trash. Then he played good for 5 games. Then he tailed off again offensively. But he's been getting consistent minutes ever since the first Miami game. Was that Miami? When he hit that shot or whatever?
You missed the shot, right?
Well, he missed the first shot and then he made the second shot. And everybody was like, "Oh man, yeah, Cam Reddish, he hit a game." It wasn't even a game winner. It wasn't even a go-ahead shot. I mean, he put us back up like 6.
Contrary to what you believe.
Hey man,
Give me before you start going on, you better come with some facts.
We got to move on
before you speak. You better come with facts and come with a convincing argument. Go.
You know what?
Can we make it to February 1st? Can we make it to March 1st?
Thank you. But I was going to say, contrary to what you believe, Darvin believes Cam has been playing solid defense. Plus, Rory's been in and out the lineup, and as of right now, he's doubtful for tomorrow. So you have Rory.
Who's been playing better? Trash Cam or Max Christie?
to go to your point, Max Christie has, at least on both ends. And to go to your point, Darvin said he wants to try to get more minutes from Max Christie.
I know where the minutes are, though.
Try something, because like I say, dog, I'm not scared of nobody in the West right now until it's time for that Western Conference. And honestly, the only way we're gonna make it to the Western Conference is if we step it up. Because if we're a low seed, where's Denver right now in the seeding?
Shite.
I think third or fourth.
Man, you don't want to get stuck with that, bro. Like having to play Denver early.
You don't want to go to
Denver ain't who you think they are.
What the hell did he just say?
Dog,
I said Denver ain't who you think they are.
Who the hell?
We don't have time for that, bro.
I don't pay attention to this man no more when it comes to Denver, dog. I don't. Because who do you think Joker is, Shane? Who do you think Joker is?
Trash.
You know, that's why I don't look. I don't let it bother me.
Let everybody. I just want everybody to let that sink in. Cam Reddish is a good basketball player, but Nikola Jokic is trash. Like, come on,
who's better? Who's better, Cam Reddish or Nikola Jokic?
Cam Reddish.
That's how I know. Like, I don't let that shit bother me no more. I don't let that shit bother me no more.
Bro,
y'all feel like Uncle Fester if y'all want
to. Listen, you need to go on. No, stop it. You need to go on tour right now with Katt Williams because you are funnier than Katt Williams. I know he'll take you on tour with him.
You need to have a show with
him. Funnier than him. So,
if that was a
contact Katt right now. Go on tour with that nonsense. Please.
This is the same motherfucker that said Carmelo could play a whole season. Right
now.
My
gosh, I couldn't believe that dog shit, Galvez. Listen, but real quick,
we gotta move on, man.
The Nuggets are currently the 3rd seed. They are 26-12.
Okay. So look.
But yeah.
Okay, quickly around the horn. What's our record this week? We got Raptors, then Suns, and then who again is at the end?
Jazz.
Raptors, Suns, Jazz. And only the Jazz game is on the rub roll. No back-to-backs?
No back-to-back. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We're going 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, it's all good. You sound
2-1. 2-1.
I'm gonna be safe as well and say 2-1.
All right.
Just because the Lakers this season have shown that nothing surprises me anymore. They'll lose to Toronto and then beat Utah and
right
and Phoenix.
I can see that. I could totally see that.
All right, look.
But real quick. Did listen? Shane Murray, out of his with his Twitter fingers, he really said that Melo could still play in this league today, even though he watched him 2 years ago, and Melo was getting full minutes. He over a full season,
Jason,
and he couldn't keep up anymore.
Did you hear Paul Pierce? Before we move on, did you hear Paul Pierce's dumb shit that he said with fucking Kevin Garnett?
What the hell did he say?
Kevin Garnett is telling him with all this shit,
why is that dumb?
Moving going on, your bad, you sure
players are not that good.
He said, "You sure you can get in there and play? You got to foul and you got to guard." And this motherfucker Paul Pierce is his knees and everything, his body ain't ready yet, but he feels that he can produce with a good team. And I'm and KG is sitting there telling him with all this going on, it's a lot of going on right now. Paul and these motherfuckers, bro, that mind is a terrible thing to waste when you get older, dog. It really is.
Paul and LeBron and Murray let their minds waste.
LeBron is to blame. LeBron is to blame. He's got niggas out here pissed off. Excuse me. He's got MFs out here thinking, I can do it too, and you can't, Shane. And he's got fans like Shane thinking other retired MFs can do it too. Damn, Shane,
exactly.
Come on. God, man,
this Shane. Dude LeBron is averaging 25 points on 52% field goal percentage, with a 52% field goal percentage right now. Like it's not normal.
Wow.
Not to
It's
mention
not
that.
normal.
Not to mention that dunk he had on Paul Pierce. Like Paul George. What 39-year-old can take
Bro.
off from half court and still
Bro.
dunk somebody like that?
When
Bro,
the
when I
aliens
seen
come
that-
down here, when the aliens come down here, don't be surprised LeBron get up in one of them spaceships with him. Because this motherfucker is not from Earth. He's not Earth-like.
Hell
not.
no, he can't be.
Father
He can't
Time, I'm gonna tell you, Father Time right now is damn, he ain't never lost one, but right now you losing.
He's on the ropes.
Yeah, bro.
He's on the ropes.
You knocking Muhammad Ali out and he ain't going out. You know what I'm saying? He's just taking hits.
So when do we foresee? So okay, let's be honest, right? Like obviously he's not. LeBron is clearly not at the same level he was, but like he's definitely still at a high level. When do we foresee like the actual decline? Like when are we going to see LeBron decline?
I think he'll retire before that happens.
You think so?
Yeah. Because it was like Tom Brady. Tom Brady was what, 43? And he was never like a super athletic quarterback, but Tom Brady, even in his last year, did not look like a 43-year-old Tom Brady. So I think
he wasn't Tom Brady no more. But I think
a lot of it depends on his son though too. Like if a team picks him up,
of course,
right, he'll follow him. But I think he'll retire before we really see that drop.
I don't think he wants to play with his son. I think he wants to play against. That'll be much of a bigger feat. Not playing with your son. Play against your son. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see LeBron throwing alley-oops.
That would be, listen.
His son throwing alley-oops. I want to see you lock your son up. That's what I want to see, LeBron. You want to talk about beating Father Time. Not only will you beat Father Time, not only are you beating Father Time right now, but if your son gets in the league and he's not on the team that you're on, and you lock your son up, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing else from nobody else. I might be on the boat as, God damn it, LeBron, you the greatest ever. I might be on that time, and no disrespect to Jordan, but if I see LeBron lock his son up, dog, I think I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Okay, I don't want to see Bronny throwing alley-oops to his daddy, dog. I'm not sentimental like that when it comes to them two.
I'm not sentimental like that.
I'm not. Wouldn't you rather see him locking up than passing?
Not really.
Imagine we can get the best of both worlds. Imagine we can see Bronny start off with the team, play against LeBron, but then get traded to the Lakers so LeBron could, then they could play together like mid-season.
Hey Wilson, this that we talking about right now is foolishness because
we have to move on.
It's foolishness because the Nuggets, what are they going to go off on another 2-3 championships in a row while we're looking for LeBron and his son? Like, dude, come on now. Can we get past Denver first? Can we get past Denver first, Shane, before we see LeBron and his son, my nigga? I mean, excuse me.
And OKC will win one before they repeat.
Huh?
All right, look.
Anyway, go ahead, Anto. Go ahead, brother.
Because now we barely have time to preview we still got to talk about Katt Williams. We barely have time now to preview the divisional round of the playoffs. Mitch, what are those matchups again, my friend?
So
I don't know why you're asking him. His team ain't in the playoffs.
I slept in glasses
like always.
Listen,
me and Shane for sure can
I'm
give you
fishing.
Hey Vito, I will hit a man with glasses. I don't care.
Vito.
I'll do it.
I'm
sure you can give
with that fake ass Vikings hoodie.
Hey Shane, you can give a correct matchup. I know Shane knows a few matchups. I do too. Alves does too. Why'd you ask Shane?
Don't play. You know Shane Murray does not watch football.
I do watch football. I don't watch it as much as I used to.
I'll debate you. I'll debate you.
Hey, go ahead, Jay.
About football.
Hey,
give us a matchup, Jay.
Vito, listen to Galvez.
Give us a matchup, Jay. Huh?
All right, hold on, Vito.
Wait. Listen to Galvez. Listen to Galvez real quick.
Because he was like, he was going back with Mitch about the Vikings and the Cowboys, right?
All right.
So we asked him, if the Cowboys made it to the Super Bowl at the exact same time, date and time, you got the Lakers versus the Pistons. Regular season, who would you watch?
What kind of shit did I know? Did Shane
He
really
said the
answer?
Lakers. He said the Lakers.
He said the Lakers, Vito. He said
Cowboys
the
in
Lakers.
the Super
Cowboys
Bowl.
are in the Super Bowl, Shane, and we ain't been there in 30 years. And you talking about you would watch a Lakers season game?
Wait,
Motherfucker,
I'm basketball first.
Van
So
Exel,
then,
Van
hold
Exel
on.
ain't coming out of the motherfucking grave, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
So then
I'm basketball first.
But then we change. So then we change the question. We're like, all right, what if it was a preseason with no LeBron and no AD? Pistons versus Lakers preseason. He would still pick the Lakers over Cowboys Super Bowl.
Okay, well then why don't y'all just start directing the Cowboy hate to me?
Yes.
Don't direct the hate to Shane. Direct
I got you.
direct the hate to me. Don't direct the
got
shit
you.
to Shane, because that's
Mitch.
But Vito, what would you watch though?
y'all are some sick motherfuckers. Y'all gonna make me hit this goddamn joint, dog. That's the problem. Y'all want me to get high on the podcast. I see it now. I tried to hide my face and hit the shit, no, fuck all of that, dog. I'm hitting it.
Mitch, what are those matchups, Mitch?
Goodness,
Okay.
man.
So Ravens and 49ers get the byes. They are the 1 seeds for their respective conferences. So wild cards, we got the Browns at the Texans.
-2, -2.5 on the Browns.
We got the Dolphins at the Chiefs.
That is a 3.5 spread right now.
Mm-hmm. And we got the Steelers at Bills.
That's the 9.5 spread
yeah.
right now. That thing might even go up to 10. That's
So
ridiculous.
that's on Saturday. Everybody, quickly. Okay, so first one is.
So that's just the AFC side right now. That's the AFC side.
Okay, you just doing it by conference. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the AFC, it's so we got Dolphins, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Who's each person go with their winner for that one. Let's start with Mitch.
Which game we starting with, or we just go all three?
Dolphins, Chiefs.
Dolphins,
Chiefs.
Chiefs. What's the first game?
I'm taking the Chiefs at home. I got my homeboy.
Shane?
Hmm?
Dolphins, Chiefs. Who wins this weekend?
I'm gonna go Dolphins.
Of course. He don't watch football, bro. Stop it.
I do watch football.
The dog chose before you did, Shane.
Chiefs.
The Chiefs been struggling. So
Anyway, like I said,
I don't try to beat the entity. I want to join the entity. I want to work with the entity. Vegas has made the under and the over under, I think, at like 44. You talking about a Dolphins team that'll put up 50 in their sleep, and you're talking about a Chiefs team that, struggling, but they also put up 40 in their sleep, and the under is 44. If it's a close game at home for the Chiefs, that's much better right now. You're holding the Dolphins from scoring. That's basically what Vegas is saying. It's going to be a tight-knit game because 44 that's not a big spread when you're talking about those two teams. So if it's going to be something close, I take the struggling Chiefs right now at home.
Antho, who you got?
Dolphins.
You're taking Antho. What'd you say?
Dolphins. Chiefs.
Cold weather. Miami going to cold weather and beating the Chiefs.
Miami been struck. Listen, was Shane Murray? Now, Antho, I know you know this, so I don't know why the hell you taking the Dolphins. But the Dolphins been struggling on the road all season.
1-5 against winning teams all year.
Hey man, the big man picked. Let's move on.
All right. Yeah. What's the other one?
Because I don't want to hear it, Anthony.
We're running out of time.
Anthony, listen out.
We got to talk about Katt Williams.
If you're right, I don't want to hear it next week about, I told you guys, I don't want to hear it. All right? We're all picking the Chiefs. What about you, Galvez? What you picking?
He picked the Chiefs. All right. What's the next matchup, Mitch?
Let's keep it pushing. Come on.
Browns at Texans.
I think I like the Browns, man. The Texans are ahead of schedule. The Browns are like a seasoned
I
you
got the
know,
Browns too, bro.
veteran quarterback. Where's the game at? Is it in Houston?
It's
They
in
won-
In
Houston.
Houston, and that line is 2.5. Vegas really don't know which way they going. I'd
I got the
probably
Browns,
take the Texans money line. Give me Texans
Uh-oh.
money line, baby, to win the game straight up.
Okay.
uh,
I'm taking the Browns though. I'm taking the Browns. That defense, top notch. CJ Stroud struggled against the Jets defense, so I'm gonna take the
got hurt.
the Browns defense.
He got hurt. He got hurt
Galvez.
against the Jets.
But he's struggling in the first half though.
Galvez.
Damn. I want to pick the Texans,
Me too, but
but I don't know, rookie quarterbacks in the
Say it.
playoffs. I'm gonna go with
Say
the
it.
Browns.
Thank
He's a different sensation. Quickly, Anthony, different sensation. And at that time, when the Jets dominated the Texans, that Jets defense hadn't given up a fucking quarterback that threw over 250 at that time. So
that was like 3 weeks ago.
That defense was special.
Browns.
Next matchup.
Finally, a smart pick from Shea Murray. We got Steelers
Ah,
at Bills.
Bills.
Did we just skip that?
Give me the Steelers plus 10.5.
Right.
What
That's a
about-
big ass. Yes, that's a big ass spread for those fools. Honestly, yeah. So
That boy can coach. Y'all just gonna disrespect Tomlin. A struggling Bills team.
Always.
I'm not taking the bait.
Every season is like they struggle, and then somehow they just creep
I
into
trust
the playoffs.
Tomlin. I don't trust that quarterback. So Bills.
Mitch, NFC.
I'm gonna take the Bills, but I would take the Steelers on the spread. That's a big
Okay,
ass spread,
Jay.
man.
Jay. Now we
spread.
talking.
But
Look at
Bills are gonna win this game though. Come on, man. Bills been hot. They have been hot. They had to fight and claw. They had to scratch and claw their way into the playoffs. So I got the Bills for sure to win the game.
I think
But
the Bills are going.
with that spread,
Wait,
come on.
wait a
I'll-
minute.
Wait,
I'll-
no. We got to move
Anthony,
on.
what the
Next,
hell
NFC.
are you about to say, Anthony? You
I
was
think
about
the
to
Bills are going to win the
fixate.
Super Bowl.
Oh my God, no, bro,
The Bills.
you
Bills?
are out of hand. You getting
I
out of
can see
hand now.
the narrative
I
unfolding.
think they're like plus 1,000 right now.
I'll tell you this right now, dog. I will stop betting if the Bills win a Super Bowl before the Cowboys. Do you know our last Super Bowl win? It was the
28
Steelers.
years ago.
Before that, we had to go back to back against the Bills, my nigga. I mean,
Mitch,
I keep
NFC.
saying that.
Please, what
Bro,
are the
if the
NFC
Bills
matchups,
win,
man?
I'm sorry, Wilson. If the Bills win before
Mitch,
the Cowboys do, I'll quit gambling, Galvez. I'll
Mitch.
quit gambling, dog.
Mitch, what are the NFC matchups, Mitch?
NFC, we got we got the Eagles at the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay.
Eagles. We don't have time for analysis. We have to move on. Everybody just make their pick.
Eagles.
Who
Who they
else?
playing?
Hey, give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks money line. Shit, I'll eat a Bucks to win the game.
I'm with
Eagles.
Vito, bro. I'm with Vito.
I'll
no,
take
I'm
my
looking
hat.
for-
You see, I don't have a cowboy hat on. This is
Bro.
nothing biased about my pick.
I think
Eagles.
I mean,
There's no
I don't
time.
know why, but that'll be my upset pick. That'll be my upset pick, out of all these.
What's
That's
the
my
next
upset pick.
matchup? Sorry.
Upset pick. Buccaneers over Eagles for me.
Okay.
Next matchup.
Not really an upset, but it's an upset according to Vegas. Rams at Lions.
Rams.
Oh,
Really?
the Lions are legit.
I'm taking the Lions too, bro. I've seen them twice. They're legit. I love their head coach. I love everything they stand for. I'm taking the Lions. NFC North loyalty right there. I'm taking the Lions.
I can't bet against Stafford right now the way he's playing.
He's playing great, but
Vito.
the Lions, they're legit.
Stafford left Detroit a Cub. He won a Super Bowl. Now he's returning back to Detroit a motherfucking Lion. He is gonna show his ass off, and I give me the Rams +3 and give me the Rams money line. I'll take them both.
No
Shane.
shit.
Rams.
Mitch, what's the
Wow.
final matchup this weekend?
Wait, Anthony, who'd you take?
You know who the final
The Lions.
matchup this weekend is?
The Lions. Oh, so just me and you with the Lions? All right, fuck it. Dude, Lions. Lions are legit, bro. In Detroit, first playoff games since forever. Come on, I'm taking Lions for sure. Okay.
I don't trust golf.
What's the
Okay,
next
no.
matchup,
We don't
man?
have time. We don't have time. Cowboys who?
It's
No, hold on,
it's
Shane.
Packers.
What's the last
No, we
matchup?
have to. We gotta
Shane,
move
what is the last
on.
matchup
Oh,
of
he
the
had to
week?
go change his hat. You son of a bitch.
What's the last
He changed
matchup?
his
I
hat.
cannot let him. What's the last
But
matchup,
please,
Shane? Who do
I'm
we play
telling you
Sunday?
guys.
Packers.
Packers in Dallas. Packers versus Dallas.
Don't say nothing stupid.
What you mean?
Packers. Who? I get to go first on this one.
Yeah, go
Cowboys,
first.
Go ahead.
Cowboys
You
minus
gonna-
7.5
you gonna
right
hate.
now. The Cowboys are favored by 7.5. Go ahead, Jay.
I get to go. Okay, perfect. I'm taking Dallas. This isn't the week. I'm not that lucky. This isn't the week. Next week, don't worry though. Y'all get past the dirty, stinking, rotten Packers. Next week though, yeah.
Yeah,
We going Super
Bite
Bowl,
y'all
dog.
ass.
We going
Lions
Super
about
Bowl.
to bite y'all ass
Cowboys.
next week. Watch.
We going Super Bowl,
All right.
homie.
We don't have to ask.
Lions about to
And-
bite them.
You ain't gotta ask me.
Bite y'all ass.
Yeah, the
You ain't gotta
Cowboys.
ask
ain't.
me, but
No,
I'm
they
gonna tell
ain't.
you, we in
Cowboys
trouble
gonna
though.
win. Okay.
This is not no easy game. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not an
Let's
easy
move
game.
Decker reported,
Nah.
bro. Decker reported.
Let's
Not
move
an
on.
easy game.
Next
Okay,
week,
quickly. Right here at
next
the
week
end.
it's
Sunday is
revenge
not an
season
easy game. I don't care what
for
y'all talking
Los
about.
Right
Lions.
here at the end, Katt Williams went on
Katt Williams.
Shannon Sharpe's podcast
Spoke
and
truth.
tore a new one in the entire comedy community. We got about 5 minutes here at the end for everybody to kind of just, give their, what are their takes? Like, what are their thoughts on that, the experience of watching that interview and just anything that they have to say about it.
Well, you go first, Antho. I would love to hear what you got to say. I really want to know what you have to say, Anthony. Please be our guest and enlighten us.
I mean, I just think it's just amazing the response that the interview has gotten. Today, last I checked, it was at 35 million views total in less than a week. That's Joe Rogan numbers. I mean, that's high. And like Joe Rogan, it surpassed his interview with Kanye and surpassed his second interview with Elon Musk. So only
Right.
his first Elon Musk interview, as far as I know, has done bigger numbers. So Shannon Sharpe is a huge crossover star. And Katt Williams it just goes to show that when he speaks, like when he did with Wanda Sykes, he makes viral moments. So if we had more time, I'd say more, but we don't have more time. But I just wanted to, I want everybody to.
Blacks and Hispanic, the blacks and Latinos out there, especially from California, they love Katt Williams, dog. Hispanics support him, blacks support him, and all the other races do too. So you want to talk about especially the youth. You want to talk about an impact. Everybody got on YouTube to listen to this man, so that's huge, bro. That's huge. That can't just be blacks and Hispanics going on there and looking, given the numbers. That had to be a conglomerate, everybody. I don't know whether it's the truth or not, but it did shake up some shit for him to get all those type of responses, and he shook up some feathers. I don't know if it's all the truth. I don't know if it's what's saturated, but I like how it seemed like he spoke from the heart, and it wasn't. If it was personal, that's the reason why he said some of the stuff that he said, because you just don't wake up a sleeping giant, dog. Katt was fine doing his little tours that he was doing the Netflix, whatever the tours that he was doing. I don't remember him really calling out people. He just was calling out, the feds. He'll call out the government, stuff like that, but never singling out people. Somebody, what was it? He went on, what was it? Different comedians went on and started talking shit about Katt on the site. What was it? Why did Katt come out like that?
Well, they went on Shannon's podcast, Club Shay Shay, previously, and had something to say, and I guess Katt watched it and said, "Hold on a second,
Wait,
guys think
I know
be
for
messed
sure
up."
Steve
Joe,
Harvey
Joe.
and Ricky Smiley each were on Club Shay Shay, so
And
And
said,
Travis Smiley.
wow, they was all talking that shit.
well, they weren't talking. They weren't talking about him bad. They were just saying stuff that Katt said wasn't true. So he went on there and he responded to everybody and more people. I mean, anybody that he had anything to say something about it, had been holding something in to say something about it, he said something about it. I mean, Michael Blackson, everybody. He talked about Wanda
I think
Smith again.
the only guy he spared was Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Yeah,
He said nice words about Ice Cube too.
I feel like he knows better to come at Dave. Dave Chappelle is a real one. Don't mess around with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. He even had Katt Williams had Ludacris come out of retirement to drop a freestyle.
Crazy, right? Made a whole freestyle about it. I mean, it was 15-second freestyle.
He hasn't had a hit record in like 20 years, but he came out
because he's getting paid off Fast and Furious.
That damn freestyle was fire though. Let's not lie. Let's not act like Ludacris isn't like a real rapper.
He still got it.
He's still got it.
It's just like
I mean, he's still rapping. He just ain't put out albums. He been doing freestyles.
When she made that song talking about naming all the people who weren't from Atlanta, and he came back with his response, he can still rap. You know, he hasn't lost anything.
Yeah, he can still spit a few bars. I'm actually about an hour into the Katt Williams interview. I've seen all the clips. I've seen all the big clips about, each individual and everything, but I enjoy context. So I'm trying to watch it in full. I'm about an hour in.
How long is it?
Super late.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yes, I did.
The fuck out of here. This man don't.
I did watch the whole thing.
He ain't watched near another.
I watched the whole thing in a day.
That was professional football team, but he gonna watch the Katt Williams. Anyway, before I was really interrupted, I was gonna say, shut your dumb glasses wearing ass up.
Hey Mitch, guess what?
Shut up, you fake Omar.
The glasses don't make you look smart.
Hey,
you
Mitch,
look stupid with your stupid.
Hey, Shane,
look at your sleeve. Look at the sleeve halfway rolled up. You look dumb. Stop
Shane,
it.
my wife
take off that weave. You ain't got no real hair.
Shane, don't look, Shane.
Tell your caller to get sober.
Shane,
it's super
don't
drunk
listen
right
to
now,
him.
bro.
Don't listen to him, Shane. Don't listen to him.
All right, so,
my wife always tells me I wear my glasses almost 24/7 now, and she always says to me, she says, "Baby, your glasses are so big they really cover your face. We can't really see." You know what I'm saying? So Shane, you're a handsome gentleman.
Don't do that, Vito. They don't make you look cuter.
Why don't you take the glasses off, Shane? Take the glasses off and show that face. Show that face off, Shane.
Before, hey Vito, real quick, before Anto tries to write us off, shout out to Herbert. He was supposed to come on. He was going to tell us all about this Katt Williams interview. But
and the Golden Globes was yesterday.
Shane Murray's
the Golden Globes.
Shane Murray's casual jealous fandom.
The Golden Globes
once again. So sorry, Herbert. We ran out of time. Sorry, Herbert.
I got a couple freaks for Anthony. But does he want it? It's the question. You know what I'm saying?
I can't speak on that.
At gmail.com.
I'm not Katt Williams.
We are out.